Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. Super excited to have these two amazing human beings, Stephanie Bowman and Dylan Schimka, on the show with One Heart for Women and Children. It's an amazing organization that does so much in our community. And they've got an event today, and we're going to get a whole update about everything that's going on in their worlds. Welcome to you both. How are you today?
Better now that we see you again. So we're busy as
amazing. Thank you for this amazing opportunity, Ted.
Oh man, I love what you do. I think it feeds a need and helps people out in a place where the other services do not. You guys definitely have a heart, One Heart. And so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let you tell us all about One Heart for Women and Children. But before you do, tell us a little bit about each of you.
You got it. So my name is Stephanie Bowman, and I'm the founder and visionary of One Heart for Women and Children. And we really just, I started One Heart just for people to connect with other people. I was homeless 24 years ago with my children, and we were hungry. And it was Christmas time as well, and didn't have Christmas presents for my kids. So fast forward, once my life got back in order again, amazing that we can, I started One Heart for Women and Children just really so we can give back and to create an opportunity for a community to get involved to be able to do the same thing.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
Dylan. And I'm Dylan. So Dylan Schimka, I've been working with One Heart for Women and Children for over 6 years now. So I started just coming out, wanted to find a place to give back, and looked up on Google, found the reviews about One Heart. And the first day I met Stephanie, I really saw her take off her shoes to give to another lady and just saw the heart for the real work that was being done there. So she captured my heart, and 6 years later, I'm still next to the lady as if I told her I was not leaving her. So I told her from the start she had a new family member, and 6 years later, we actually like it now.
And that's what I feel like the organization, so, there's a lot of organizations that do good. You all do good, but you also are very supportive and collaborative within the organization, which is so critical. You have a lot of community love. It's hard in this world right now. We've got so many people have needs, and you guys are meeting some really desperate needs for a lot of women and children. And I just think it's amazing how the community has embraced you. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about your event today.
Absolutely. Go for it.
So tonight we have our toy celebration. It's called Toys for Locals. So we know with the holidays, a lot of people want to give back, and especially locally. So we want to just empower everyone to empower their neighbors. So it's people just like you and I who are all coming together with a big purpose tonight of just gathering for fun. So come in, bring some toys. We're going to be out in Winter Park. It's on New England, 721 West New England in Winter Park. It's going to be a great time. Again, just really it all comes down to having the purpose behind everything and what we're doing. So we know that already we have 1,500 names on our list around Orlando of kids that we're going to be impacting. And it really takes the love and support from the community and people like you and other businesses to really come out and show the support, because again, we can't do this alone. We know this was started off of Stephanie's vision and ideology, but at the end of the day, it's everyone that keeps coming in and adding to it of saying, hey, how can we do more? How can we do more? I want to do a toy drop. Can we do this? And it's really always a yes, and just figuring out how to do it in between.
Beautiful. And tell me, tonight is about toys. It's a toy drive. But if people can't make it tonight, how can they get you a toy? How can they donate? How can they volunteer? How can they get involved and give back and utilize their resources to help your mission?
I love that. If they're on social media, Instagram is One Heart Matters, Facebook is One Heart for Women and Children, or they can call. Can I give a phone number on this? Okay. They can call or text 321-424-0403. And that's if somebody has a company party, and instead of doing things for each other, there's a lot of companies right now that really want to be able to give back in that way, so they have either a gift card drive or a toy drive. I love when Dylan said we have 1,500 children on our list. Some of these children they're not asking for iPods and
game systems or anything like that.
They're asking for new sheets that don't itch. They're asking for socks. They're asking for shoes.
Pillows.
Pillows, Legos. Just some really simple simple things. We also have an Amazon wish list. And that Amazon wish list we'll have on social media as well, or if somebody is wanting that wish list, we can help get that to them pretty quickly if they text that number as well.
I love it.
I'm
And
sure
I
a lot
will
of you
make
guys
sure-
listening are at I'm sure a lot of you
Go
guys
ahead,
listening are at the Citrus Club. So at the Citrus Club, we do have Dropbox locations as well. So we are their nonprofit that they chose for Christmas. If you guys go around any parks, really in Winter Park, all down Park Avenue, you'll see our boxes. It's a nice little gold box that talks about toys for locals. So we'll be collecting. Today is our big drive for the toy collection, but we'll be collecting toys all the way through the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of
Beautiful.
ways to help, and it's not just today.
It's just it's crazy that there is such a demand, and the things that they're asking for, it's heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. I don't know how you can't be moved by kids asking for some basic things instead of the things that other children would normally be asking for, just so that they can live in the comfort that we all should be able to live in. So your organization is such a beautiful one. You have a heart. I'm going to keep saying that. I know that's part of it. You have a big heart, both of you, and your team does too. And we want you all to get out and get involved. If you don't have a check to cut, there are other resources. I want to encourage people that it doesn't always have to be about cutting a check. It can be giving back. It can be introducing them to a resource who can help them. It can be going and getting the toy or the sheets or the pillows. There are lots of things that you can do in the gift cards that doesn't require writing a big check. We get a lot of questions about that, so I always bring that up. Don't think that just because you don't have the resources monetarily that you don't have the resources in your database to help people out. Dylan and Stephanie, you're amazing. You guys go to oneheartorlando.org or on social media. One Heart Matters is on Instagram. One Heart for Women and Children is Facebook. And we will put the number that Stephanie gave us in the comments below. Thank you both so much for all you do in this world. It's amazing.
Thank you. We really appreciate you and your gift of time. I want to share one more thing. This year, the families that are coming to us this year are not our traditional families that typically were coming. So prior to COVID and prior to these last two hurricanes, our families that we were helping were pretty much homeless and under-resourced. That was prior to the pandemic. Last two Christmases, it was more families that had been displaced because of COVID. And this Christmas, we have about 412 additional children that have never had to be on a Christmas angel tree, or the families have never had to have resources. But because of the hurricane, either they lost their dwelling or lost their job, and now they're having to reach out asking for help. So when we think about the names that are on the angel trees, it's really I want to encourage people, when you walk in someplace and you see that angel tree, or you start thinking about maybe some of the families or individuals that need presents, they're our neighbors. They're literally our neighbors. And we call our clients our neighbors now because they are our neighbors. We never know when we look to the left and we look to the right, whether we're in our car, whether we're in the grocery store or out in our neighborhood. We just don't know each other's stories until we start asking what each other's stories are. So I just thank you for letting me add that part of it, because a lot of times, when we think about people needy people is what we hear a lot. It's not that people are needy. It's that people need our love. They need our support. They need they need to be lifted up. They're asking to be lifted up. And it's just people loving people and people offering that precious gift of hope. And that's what we're doing through food and presents this Christmas.
And it's an empowering experience for it too, where you don't want to shame anyone for needing a little bit of extra help. We're here to openly love anybody. And our main thing for everything that comes with food is hunger doesn't discriminate. And that goes for toys and everything as well. So it doesn't matter your race, your age, your religion, any of that. It's One Heart for Women and Children. It's pure based off love. And that's all we're here to give.
Beautifully said. I have nothing else to say. You guys should take over the show and do the whole thing on your own. I love it. All right. Thank you guys so much. One Heart. Orlando.org, One Heart Matters on Instagram, One Heart for Women and Children on Facebook. And if you are a family in need, you can text that phone number that will be in the comments below. Thank you both so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, everybody. Give back. You guys are always asking me how you can give back, and this amazing organization with Stephanie and Dylan is highly recommended. All right, much love to you both. We'll see you guys soon.